welcome to group break number 552. We have a Young Gun and the Cup Mixer. We have 23-24 Series 2 Extended, 17-18 Series 1 Retail, 13-14 Series 1 Blaster, 19-20 Series 1 Tin, 24-25 Series 1 Series 2 Extended Hobby, and we'll finish off with the 22-23 the Cup Tin. Here are all of your teams. Good luck, folks. I hope we hit something absolutely sick. Let's go. We'll start with the retail, then we'll go tin, then we'll go Series 1 Blaster. Just because that's what I feel like. That's what the vibes are telling me. Actually, before we start... no, that should be enough top loaders. This isn't the 22 Young Gun box from the last time. I won't be streaming till 1:30. Kind of old to new then Cup. So we'll go 17, 18, 19, 20, then the 13, 14, then 23, 24, then 24, 25, then the Cup. Just start off with the Cup. Just the pure chaos break. Alright, here we go. We're ripping and sacking this because these packs rip nicely. So again, we're looking for Besser, Hischier, kind of top two guys, McAvoy, Tage Thompson, Vince Dunn. Lots of good Young Guns in this. Josh Hosang. Josh Hosang's kind of that niche hockey card meme, but man, I think that guy though, like if he was actually given a fair chance and wasn't drafted to the Islanders, I think it would have been, he actually would have had a really good chance of being an Impact NHLer. I think he's just dealt a bad hand. It was funny, you heard all this stuff about like not being a great teammate and stuff, but like when he was with the Ice Dogs, he was very well liked there. At least everything that I could see. Yeah, dude, some of it are... Oof. Starting off with an Elias Lindholm, a game jersey for the Hurricanes. Burns for the Sharks on that guy as pre-trade. Victor Mete for the Habs on the Young Guns. Brain Point on the canvas for the Bolts. 7, 8 base pack. 6, 7, 8 base pack. This is probably Shining Stars. Yep, Granlund for the Wild. Flip to the back, make sure I didn't miss anything here. We're all good. We see a center, Alex Kerfoot for the Avs. Relevant. 6, 7, 8. Patrick Kane for Chicago. I'm just going to tilt this down slightly. Base pack. 6. Aho for the Hurricanes on the canvas. 6, 7, 8. McCoshen for the Panthers. 6, 7, 8. That's a base pack. Base. And base. Oh, why didn't I pick up a base card box yesterday? That was kind of dumb. Alright, let's keep it rolling though. Kerfoot's okay. We haven't pulled a Hischier yet, I don't think. Be nice to pull him. But yeah, after this, we'll have one more break after this. Oh yeah, that's always a tough one. We'll have one more kind of kitchen sink style mixer after this. We'll see what time we end up for exactly how much is in there, but we'll have a tin of 23-24 the cup in case you're wondering what's up next. Austin Matthews on the Shining Stars. 6 Vlasic for the Sharks. Mr. Pickles. Jake DeBrusk for the Bruins. That's a good young gun. Slavin for the Hurricanes. 4, 5, 6. Another Shining Stars here. Sidney Crosby on the red Shining Stars. That's a fun card. Okay, I think this is a base pack, and that's not. That's a Gabriel Carlson. Man, I had high hopes for him for the Blue Jackets. I thought he was going to be good, but it's never quite panned out. Oh, we got a Shining Stars. No, a portrait of Shea Weber. 4, 5, 6. Franz Nielsen on the canvas for Detroit. This will be a Shining Stars because it's sticky. Jeff Skinner. And Forrest Baca Carlson. And a base pack. Sure I didn't miss anything there. Don't think I did, but just in case, do a sanity check. Do a sanity check, and it looks like we are all good. Alright. Not the worst box, but definitely one of the weaker crops you can get. Let's do the 18, 19, 10. What? Did he even get a young gun? It's like Max Pacioretty never got a young gun. Same with Chris Tanev. I'm honestly, I know they did like the acetate updates for them. He probably would have been 14-15 then, right? Because if he was 14-15 Series 2, then yeah, you probably wouldn't see many. It's like that year Horvat young guns sell for a lot, so. But yeah, I'm shocked Pacioretty never got. I'm shocked they didn't do updates because they did like 2 buntings. Because he has a Coyotes and a Leafs young gun, which is always weird to me. But. Oh, that's the glossy rookies pack. I'm just like, that doesn't seem right. Because it's not right. Ooh, there's a young gun. Reminder, the tins have base packs as well. This is pre-23-24 where they kind of remove base packs. Well, not kind of. They did remove base packs. Alright. I think we have a 3 young gun tin here. Huberdeau on the portraits for the Panthers. Base 7 Shooting Stars goalies of Carey Price. I think goalies you could only get in tins. They're actually really tough to get from a set collector. Seriously, a Joel Esperance again? I mean, I guess that means we're gonna get a Gavrikov, but Vinny Heinola. More base, 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 base. Canvas of Ristolainen. That was a lot of base. It's consistent. At least Gavrikov's half decent. And we got a 3rd young gun this time, but like, oof. I swear we've opened up like 6 tins. And 5 of them have had Gavrikov and L'Esperance. Like, I don't get it. All right, rookies pack. Hopefully we can make up for it in here. Max Jones, Eric Brandstrom, and Ryan Poehling. Unfortunately not. That was a rough tin. All right, let's make up for it with Nate Dogg. Or a Hurdle. Hurdle would be sick. Here we go. One second. Stay upright, please. Thank you. All right. I think maybe, yeah. We're just gonna go through this pack by pack because it's 5-card packs. Alex Chiasson. Oof. Now you're just like, can I have that back? Base pack. There's a lot of base packs in this blaster as a heads up. It's not like modern blasters. Coffee on the Hockey Heroes. Face. He no longer has it. This is a Series 1 from 13-14. Long Beach native Matt Nieto. Camilleri, yeah. Dude, I don't want to look at him for too long. It'll give me calamari cravings. Now, Lubomir Visnovsky, on the other hand. Magic Man. NHL games. Look at the Connect. Look at the Connect. Yeah, unfortunately, we hit our 2 young guns already. We got Long Beach native Matt Nieto. Look how young Marchand looks. I guess it's 11 years ago. I guess if we were to look at a picture of me from 11 years ago to now, I'd look a lot younger too. I'd be 20. Oh, canvas. I guess it's not a retired canvas, right? Solani, yeah. Because he actually played games, but cool for the Ducks. It's funny how you always wear that helmet. Whoa! What a beautiful, beautiful high-end hit here. Really funny because at the time, this would have actually been an insane pull and played for your blaster. You know what? We'll give that the good old hockey history treatment. Dude, remember that knee slide goal? I always thought he was going to be something big, but nope. I actually have this card signed in person from Max Patch already. And Morgan Riley won. Oh no, I don't think we pulled a Riley. Happy retirement, Benino. Yeah, that was a sick goal. Unfortunately for him, his career never panned out. But he's one of the biggest reasons why whenever someone points to like, you know, drafting or like, you need to marinate players. It's like you also never know when a player's best season's going to be either for a young player. Like, there's a chance if Yakupov started in the AHL, sure, he could have had a longer career. But there's also a chance that he would have, you know, just not had his good year. And then been just bad his entire career. So. Alright, Series 2 time. Now we get into the modern stuff. jump forward literally a decade. That's actually kind of wild to think about. And my, how the hobby has actually changed. Alright, well the clear-cut Young Gun's gone from this case, but maybe we can get something sick. Demko? Instinctive of Matthew, nice one there. Svozil. Crosby, Nylander, Korchinski, UTs. Draisaitl, Speckle, Gunther, and McAvoy. Ooh, Peltier Fluorescence Yellow to 150. Yep. 150. 35 of 150. Austin Matthews. Hit him with the... What is it? Hit him with the 4 like Austin Matthews. Tompkins for the Bolts. Jack Hughes, John Carlson, Brock Faber. Honor roll rookie for the Brock Faber. Liam O'Brien, Fraser Minton for the Leafs, and Luke Hughes, Young Gun Canvas. Oh my god, that is incredible. This is at like an EA Sports NHL event for NHL 15, which if you know what NHL 15 turned into, yeah, you got to the end point. Would have been really fun for you because there were 3 teams left. One more break after this. There are 3 teams left: Seattle, Toronto, and Vancouver. We almost got the Seattle-Vancouver split for the final 2 teams. So you probably wouldn't have bid too much, but I guess you would have picked up the Canucks. They were the last team to go, but rather eat glass, yeah. It's like maybe it was a good thing you didn't have reception. Alright. Just a regular outburst. Braden Point, Ty Cartier, nice one there for the Kraken. Mr. Kopp for Detroit with his tongue sticking out. Monster Season to McDavid, Shesterkin, and Jackson Lacombe. Zegras, Hugh McGing, and the Seth Jarvis puppy. The cup we hit a Marner patch auto to 10, Logan Cooley auto, McDavid napkin, Owen Beck rookie patch auto. Maroon, Pedersen, Dufour. Caulfield, Eichel, Billy Sweezy. I'm going to run through that base one more time. Just make sure I didn't miss anything. Grubauer, Robert Thomas, and Elias Pettersson. Yeah, no, it was a really good tin from like a mixer standpoint, right? Because like a bunch of different people got really cool cards. Which I like when you get a tin of the cup in a mixer that it's like, you know, 3-4 people are going to be like, 3-4 teams are going to be happy from it. I like that better sometimes almost in a mixer than one person being extremely happy and then everyone else kind of just being sad. All right. Let's get to the next box here. I'm still trying to remember if we pulled the Acetate Young Gun from the extended case. I feel like we haven't yet. Definitely not from 23-24, but I also don't think that they were one per case in 23-24. All right. Yeah, we're actually running low on the cup, so the cup breaks in the future are going to be pretty few and not few and far between, but we might do like 1 tin a week type of thing. So, all right, here we go. Extended time. Dazzlers of Jake Ottinger, Konechny, and black and white Young Gun canvas. Johnny Ludwig for the Penguins. Johnny Ludwig on the black and white Young Gun canvas for the Penguins. I don't think that's a variation. No, it's not. Silver Skates of Eichel, Korchinski on the draft, and McDavid, All-Star Skills canvas. Just because it's McDavid and it's a short print canvas. You know, he looks about as happy as he does after game 6 there. Seeing Red of McKinnon. That's a like Spectrum-y boy. Jason Robertson. And Levi for the Sabres on the retro. Leo Carlson on the UD3. Ottinger on the Hollow View. And Linus Carlson had a really good game last night for Abbotsford. That's a sick photo to declare. The Nooch, Ridley Gregg, and Stuart Skinner. Matt Savoy, Kucherov, and Ryan Johnson. Alright. I want to see an absolute banger, though, from this box, man. Give us the acetate the dark. I think that's a pop count. Or something. Oh, no, it's one of those, hockey heroes, I want to say. Yeah, the hockey heroes thing. That's what I think is in that. Alright. We have a Ridley Gregg, a Scott Mayfield, and a Dylan Grand Young Gun. Rookie Gems of Zach Benson, Keller on the retro, and Killorn for the Ducks. Mitch Marner, Kuzmenko, and Connor Zary on the draft. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. McKinnon on the Hockey Heroes. I always liked these. These were always really cool cards. Rasmus Dahlin and Claude Giroux. Kevin Korchinski, Kalle Klang, and Michael Bunting for the Hurricanes. Come on, something spicy. Oh, it's an exclusive of Kucherov with a Brandon Hagel being like, you pulled me, and I'm into Cop Beehive. Oh, we got something at least a little spicy. Kucherov retro exclusives to 100. Oh god, we're gonna have one random to do. I guarantee you we'll have one random to do. I always forget about it whenever we put 24-25 Series 1 in. That you're guaranteed essentially a random. Unless someone has both teams, but... For my sanity's sake, I hope someone has both teams. I'm just gonna shrink the insert sack down here 1 second. Here we go. Box number 03. Wait, can I make the... There's one time I made a really funny noise and it had the best break. There we go. It's that little, like, the little pop. Oh, I didn't get the reverb on it. All right. Let's pull Hudson. Hudson or Stanky? I'll take either or. Wouldn't say no to Mr. Bork. I still can't believe they got him to sign for 1 year at 900K. That's like one of the easiest offer sheet candidates, and I think his agent could have been like, dude, you could easily get offer sheeted, but no. Panarin, Dobson, and Crosby. Sorry, that's the A lines for the Rangers, not Panarin, but just easier to say Panarin. Scheifele. Oh, and Zellweger. Nice young gun there. And Thatcher Demko. Bobrovsky on the Dazzlers, Brock Nelson on the canvas, and Hughes Pettersson on the co-op. That's pretty good. Ovechkin Young Gun renewed. We'll take that. We'll take that for the Capitals. See, pal. A little bit of insurance there. Colangelo and a Nick Cousins for the Panthers. Colangelo is for the Ducks. Brent Burns for the Hurricanes on the outburst. Tage Thompson, Jesper Bratt. Gaming PvP Blue. Zetterlund, Eichel, Sharks, Vegas. Sharks is Grayson and Vegas is Cali. So we'll random that at the end. O'Reilly and Graham Clark, unless someone wants to give it to the other person, but we will random that at the end otherwise. Sharks can have? Alright. Thank you. Let me just mark that quickly. Those ones are just like, if it's numbered, I get random in it, but the other one's just like, yeah, I guess we have to. It's always helpful when either someone has both teams or someone gives it up. I am so glad that they are not doing that set again. I think it's honestly one of my least favorite Series 1, Series 2 insert sets of all time, if not my least favorite of all time. Zach Bolduc, pop count to 1,000. Slaggert Young Gun, Ovechkin on the checkpoint. Demko, breaking news. Velarde and Robertson. Canvas of Adam Fantilli, John Carlson, and Jack St. Ivan. XP of McDavid, co-op for the Avs, and aimbot of Kaprizov. Let me go ahead and get this guy in the recap pile. I guess Zellweger is technically good enough, but Coyle on the Speckles, Del Bell Blues for the Blue Jackets, and Kaprizov. Velarde, Cal Clutterbuck, and then Edmonton, Calgary on the next one. Calgary is PL, Edmonton is Cali. Again, if I don't see anyone on that one, I will we'll random that one off at the end. Calgary can have, all right, Cali. That is very nice. All right, Series 2 time. I remember talking to a guy who does like the master set of Series 1 and Series 2. Like all the inserts. He doesn't do the Young Guns anymore because they're too expensive. But he's like, I don't even want to do these cards. Like, and I'm the master set guy. Like, it's like, I'm going to because I've done every other one. But, like, I really don't want to. I do not like them. They're dumb. It's like, yeah. Yeah, let's hope we get some karma here with... let's see. What can we get you some sick karma with? Maybe like a Vegas triple patch in the cup would be pretty sick. I mean, obviously Edmonton's a really sick one, but... Alright, Series 2 time. Just a McDavid gold outburst. Werenski, Klapka for the Flames, Mrazek for Chicago, Michelli, Barzell for the Islanders, John Carlson, bang for your puck. On tour, Matthews and Marner, Albert Johansson for the Red Wings, and Jack Hughes, yeah. I hate these. Welcome aboard, Black Pearl. These are really rare, just... You wouldn't know it. They're like 1 in 400 packs or whatever. But they look so close to the regular ones. Of Ogren for the Wild. Dazzlers of Tage. Natchez on the Renewed. On tour for the Devils. Gauthier Zellweger on the Teammates. And Nylander on the Electricity. Canvas, Mr. Perfetti, Lucas Raymond, and Alex Ovechkin. I'll just take stacks. I'll have to deal with it afterwards. Note to self, get base card box because I need base cards to go somewheres. All right. Kovalenko on the Fluorescence, Josh Stone on the Sparkles, Mitch Kov on the Welcome Aboard, Nick Suzuki, Mr. Butler, and Robertson Playlist. Program of Excellence for the Dallas Stars, Maverick Bork, Jack Eichel. I can't remember if it always looks like that, but McDavid Draisaitl on the On Tour. Ooh, we have a Young Gun Outburst. Akuratu, Drew Comesso, and Mark Stone. UC Saros, Brendan Brisson, Sam Montembeau. Elias Pettersson, a nice little Connor Geeky Young Gun, and Travis Konechny. A couple cool cards, but nothing major. Let's get another buying a drawer to keep like the sleeves and top loaders organized. Oh, best thing I ever did, man. Because I used to have them just in boxes on a shelf, but now I can actually put like the actual boxes on the shelf. Which just makes more sense, you know? Alright, let's pull the Ovechkin auto, shall we? Ovechkin auto and Celebrini acetate, same box. Now this would be the greatest called shot of all time. Move over. Babe Ruth. Nah, same pack would be wild. The same pack I could bump the camera and you guys would understand why I would bump the camera because it'd just be way too excited. I think 2 have been pulled, and 4 e-pack. So I know at least 1 has been, but so that means 2 to 3 left in regular. Oh man, honestly, if they shrink the print run by flagship, extended is pretty close to what it needs to be. But if you shrink it just a little bit more and do like god boxes where you have the e-pack exclusives like Speckle Young Guns in, I think if you did that and just like your Young Guns instead are the speckled ones. Are they still doing the speckles or foils if you're combining them? I think that'd be so good. That's the All-Star Skills variation of Pedersen with a Dobish Young Guns for the Habs and a Morrissey Beehive. Alright, that is just instantly 2 sleeve and top load cards. Nice Dobish. I need to really get the soundboard going because every time we pull a Dobish. Okay, yeah, that's fair, but as someone who doesn't do e-pack, but like something along those lines, you know, where like just make it a little bit fancier. Kopitar, Raymond, Konechny, Michkov, Zachdean, Thompson for the Capitals on the Tage. Yossi, Rutger, Will Smith Dazzlers. Jarvis, Cutter Gauthier, Jacob Markstrom for the Devils on the canvas. Deluxe of Nick Delorier to 250, Fedor Svechkov, and a Will Smith on the pros and prospects. I think it's because you get the cards physically. And like, depending on the prices, like, right, sometimes the breaks sell for cheaper than what e-pack is. But like, with e-pack you have to wait for the shipping and stuff like that. Yeah. You get them physically, but like, you have to transfer them and then wait, and so like, you know, there's pros and cons, right? Like, I know people that just hate how long it takes to get it from e-pack in their hands, especially if you pull something sick, right? Bedard, Mayu, and Eric Portillo. They kind of beat the odds here with 2 Outburst Young Guns. Yeah. Again, there's pros and cons to it, right? Kadri, Michkov, Stamkos. Black and white canvas, Uyghur. Denton, Matejchuk. Nice Young Gun there. Ovechkin on the Beehive. I feel like we pull a lot of Ovechkin inserts. So it's one of those things, like, I get it, why people like it, and I also get why people don't like it. Will Smith, Matt Rempe, and McKinnon on the All-Star Skills canvas. Let's leave that guy up after. Cider, Geeky, and Crosby. And Owen Power, Frank Nazar, and Lekaramaki. So it's one of those ones, just like, depends what your goal is for collecting too, right? But because, like, I myself, I prefer just in person to e-pack, personally. All right, the cup time. So I'm just making some space. Next break. There's no randoms in here. Perfect. Next break. What time are we at? 8:08. I want to break that'll take like an hour and a half or so. I don't know. I like. That's definitely part of it too, but like a part of it's also, again, a little bit of it's pricey and a little bit of it's, you know, people have had not the best experiences with the shipping and fulfillment process. Like, I know people that use it pretty regularly that don't like that part of it. And they've had issues with it in the past. So. And I know people that use it and love it. But yeah, Fire Lizard, it'll be some sort of like kitchen sink mixer. Oh wait, I can actually just leave this up here because it doesn't have the weird graded young gun. I get why they did the like slabbed young guns, but I wish they just graded them. Yeah, the USD is a big part for a lot of She thick. Well, we have a button. So we'll end on that. Okay, that's just a sick card. Wait, how many cards do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, we have 6. This could be a bit of a banger of a tin here. Now, I'm glad I got 1 touches today. I was just like, I have 1 left. The odds that I need 2 tonight are pretty slim. But let's get 2 just in case. You never know with SP Game using the cup. Look at how indestructible this plastic is, by the way. Like... There we go. That stuff normally rips so easily. I'm just preemptively getting this for the button. It might be a bad button, but who knows. Alright. Flurry enshrinements to 25. I have no idea. But given that we have a flurry enshrinements to 25 for Chicago, my expectations go down a little bit because flurry stuff is normally like regarded pretty highly. Rendition relics of Johnny Gaudreau for Columbus. That's a bit of a sad one there. Jeff Malott. Oh, eBay. 1 of 1. 249 of 249. Timo Meyer. 14 of 249. I think you've only got a couple of options. Well, Callie, I think Karma somewhat came your way. Dylan Holloway, 3-color rookie patch auto to 249. Honestly, that's a really good 249 to get. And then I want to say this is CPOW, but I'm not sure. I want to say it's going to be Kepke. Yep. Kepke button to 3. Cole Kepke button to 3. I think that's the first time we pulled a button on whatnot. I mean, it's cool. That was a fun tin. That was a fun tin. The Holloway's a nice RPA. The Flurry's a beautiful card. Not the best player, but like, hey, it's a button patch auto to 3. All right, recap time. McKinnon skills, Portillo, Thingy, Madoohickey, Outburst. Pedersen on the All-Star skills, Dobish, Young Gun, Bork Program of Excellence, Ratu on the Outburst. Ogren, welcome aboard. Zach Bolduc, pop count 1000. Ovechkin renewed. Kucherov exclusives to 100. McDavid, canvas. Ludwig, canvas black and white. Luke Hughes, Young Gun canvas. Peltier to 150. The Flurry, really sick card. Holloway, rookie patch auto, also very, very nice. Honestly, probably the hit of the break. And the Kepke. Just the absolute brick. Alright, that is group break 552. 553 is up next.